James Madison, 4th President.
Would you believe the United States had a president who was only 5 foot 4 inches and weighed only 100 pounds, whose favorite meal include things like Virginia ham and buttery rolls? I'm talking about James Madison, who was born on March 16 of 1751. As the oldest of 12 children, he and his family lived on a tobacco farm in Orange County, Virginia, called Montpelier. When it was time for Madison to go to college, most prominent people were attending the College of William and Mary. Madison, however, due to some health issues, chose to attend the College of New Jersey, which we today know as Princeton University. After graduating, he joins the Virginia militia, but he decided later that he is better with words than he is with weapons. He married Dolly Madison when they met in Philadelphia and were formally introduced by Aaron Burr, who was living in the same boarding house as Dolly. In 1776, he attends the Virginia Convention representing Orange County, and this is where he meets his lifelong friend, Thomas Jefferson. In 1780, he attends the Continental Congress as one of Virginia delegates. 1787, Madison drafts the Virginia Plan, which pushed for a three-branch government with a system of checks and balances. Also in 1787, Madison is known as the father of the Constitution. They give him this nickname because of his meticulous note-taking. It's believed that if we didn't have those notes, we couldn't have the Constitution in the form we have it today. His being humble said it was a group effort. In 1788, he along with Alexander Hamilton and John Jay write the Federalist Papers encouraging ratification of the Constitution. Also concerned over ratification, Madison drafts the Bill of Rights because he knows that people are worried about individual rights. In 1787, he wins a seat in the House of Representatives, which he ultimately helps to create. Around 1791, he and his bestie Thomas Jefferson free from the Federalist Party and create their own party. Jefferson is elected president and Madison becomes his Secretary of State. During his time as Secretary of State, he fought for some feathers. He passed an embargo act in 1807 that negatively impacts trade and the economy. That doesn't stop him from being elected president in 1808. Of 1812, under a lot of pressure from the war hawks, the United States entered the War of 1812 with Britain. This will be nicknamed Mr. Madison War. During this, British troops come in and they burn the White House, they burn the Capitol building, and with Dolly Madison's quick thinking, the United States is able to save some really important pieces of artwork from the White House. After leaving office, James and Dolly returned to Montpelier, which isn't very fruitful because there are a lot of things holding them back, a lot of debt from Dolly's son. He has some gambling issues and they are trying to get those paid off. He also helps to establish and create the University of Virginia alongside Thomas Jefferson, and he takes over leadership when Jefferson died. Later in life, Madison does start to rethink the institution of slavery. He helps co-found the American Colonization Society, which would have freed slaves relocate back to Africa. And he also struggled with wanting to free his own slaves. He would later decide to leave them in the will to Dolly with the stipulation that they could not be sold without their permission. And on June 28, 1836, Madison dies peacefully over his breakfast. He is buried at Montpelier, and at the time when he died, He was the last person alive who had signed the U.S. Constitution. Here are some famous quotes.
Knowledge will forever govern ignorance, and the people who mean to be their own governors must arm themselves with the power which knowledge gives. If tyranny and oppression come to this land, it will be in the guise of fighting a foreign enemy.